have moved around a lot. Most of my stuff that has been hung up on the walls has been hung up on, I don't know, 10, 15, 25 other places. And I lived in LA, so I don't want my things to fall off the walls when the ground is shaking and we're experiencing an apocalypse. So I use command strips or whatever, just straight Velcro. It doesn't matter to me. I don't know how you are partial to your security deposit or items or otherwise, but here are some things. Before you put a command strip anywhere on your items, you use just like a makeup pad with some rubbing alcohol. Wipe it off, okay? You're gonna just imagine cleaning off all of the gross, invisible energy, and then you're gonna get it brand new and naked, slap on a command strip, and then you're gonna leave it overnight. This is the part that I always have a hard time with, so that's why you can see that there's sometimes 35 command strips because I haven't waited long enough, and that's a different story. Okay, now I have already made my marks in the wall. I've got my drywall anchor in. I've got my screws in. They're not where these are because I'm not that coordinated, but I know that the mirror sits in this part just fine and it's level because I checked. But I don't trust that because this is not, where it's supposed to go. And I'm not going to drill more holes in the wall. It's not going to help me. This is where I want it to be. So now I'm going to, I forgot that I was recording this before I did it. So basically imagine this is a brand new command strip, taking the little tape part thing off. And now I'm putting that basically towards the sticky part, like the Velcro. I'm making a trash sandwich, we'll say. I'm going to put, and I'm just pressing down the far edge of the Velcro here to the Velcro that's already been secured overnight on your item that you want to carefully suspend, defy gravity towards. And then we've got, so I just give it a little pinch at the end, a little pinch in the end, and then you can see that I've got this little barrier here. So that way the Velcro doesn't become stronger than the bonds that I want to have between the command strip and the wall, which I've, again, taken my makeup pad with alcohol after I've erased my pencil marks and such, allowed it to dry. I went outside, I did a task, I forgot what I was doing, came back in, and then I was like, oh yeah, I'm sure it's dry by now because it's been an hour. So now I'm going to fit this on my screws and hold this against the wall while still keeping this little paper part in place. And I'm going to press it there for 30 seconds. So you're going to have to look at my butt for about 30 seconds because I can't turn off the camera. Okay, so I've got it on my screws. Now I might not have my screws in all the way, and I feel like that's what's happening because there's a little bit of a gap. So I can fit my pinky finger in between the mirror and the wall. And that's not what I want. I want it to be flush against the wall. So that's fine, whatever. I'm gonna try to keep track of that, and I'm just gonna screw those in a touch. Let's see. Try that. I don't care if they're perfect or not because they're not fitting into like a precise little hole. And if I cared about if everything was perfect, who knows where we would be, not here. Okay, so now hanging it up, try and make it fit on little screw things, okay? So now it's resting on the screws that I just adjusted. I can tell that it's flush against the wall. I'm gonna leave there for a second before I press. I need to get a good firm angle, so I'm gonna go grab my ladder. Okay, so got my ladder, I got my drink. 30 seconds is a long time for me to stand still. Before I press this against the wall, I'm going to check with my cute little level again. Okay, so it kind of came off a little bit, but not a big deal because I can adjust it. Damn gravity. This is what we're doing. We're just doing our damnedest to disrupt gravity's intent. This is why I have 35 command strips in all of my things. Because I took it off before I created the bond. I don't know, might still work. We'll give it a shot. I'm not worried about earthquakes here. I am in the frozen fucking tundra of northern Wisconsin. I'm practically Canadian, so do not judge me for apologizing profusely. Okay, okay then. I swear this will happen. But I lost the little paper thing. Okay, we're gonna have to do a part 2 because I need a minute.